Today we're looking at Moist Critical's trading card collection, and as an expert in trading cards, I will let you know if it's any good. What is up, guys? I was alerted during a live stream that Moist Critical has now posted an update to his trading card collection. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago he posted a video about his trading card collection, and it was pretty awesome. So I think it's probably gotten better since then because he's Moist Critical. He's got 1 billion subscribers. He buys a lot of cards, so yeah, he's probably gonna have a good collection. So let's not wasting more time. Let's see what it looks like. Let's watch the video.
To hear me yap about, I didn't think anyone would care at all, but just like George, people been getting real curious, it seems. Judging from the comment section on the last 5 videos, as well as the unbelievable amount of times on stream I'm asked the exact same question.
Wait, you're telling me that on stream people ask the same questions? That seems unusual, because every time I stream, people never ask where my bulk goes. They don't ask me what I'm gonna do with the expensive cards. That definitely doesn't happen. So I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
It does seem like people really do give a hoot, which is pretty surprising to me that this one question has been getting asked more often than what happens to us after we die. It's people asking, what's going on with my room? Why is it getting progressively emptier?
Honestly, this is a pretty good question, because when you see somebody, someone like Moist Critical post every single day, and the background is kind of a staple, it kind of holds it together. Once you see something change, you're like, what's going on there? Why is that not like it used to be? Surprisingly, no one's asked why my background's a little different, but we'll keep that mysterious for now. But his is majorly different. He's missing a lot of stuff. The trading cards. So let's see where they went.
I am kind of surprised anyone even noticed. I didn't think people would even care about the background, but yes, the room has been getting more and more barren. I got items blinking out of existence behind me fall into the fucking back rooms day in and day out. People speculating that I'm either moving or there's a burglar that keeps stopping by and he has to take items one by one because he's driving a smart car, so it's kind of like...
Speaking of the background, I just need to pause real quick. Now I'm looking at the background. This refrigerator right here, you guys looking at this thing? That is the skinniest refrigerator I've ever seen. You can't exactly put much in there, can you? It's like one door. It's like half a door. That's not the... I'm not seeing... I mean, yeah, it's cool. It looks awesome. I'm not going to lie. It holds the... what are these things called? What's the drink? The drink everybody has? That one, it holds that. It looks cool in there. Not the most efficient use of space, I would say. But it, for a background, kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. So let me know your judgments on the refrigerator. What do you guys think?
Just all kinds of theories on what's going on with my room losing items. Because only a week ago, I had this looking like Santa's workshop just filled to the brim with items and goodies. And now it's looking about as empty as a showing for Joker 2 in the movie theater. I'm just redecorating the room. I'm just redoing all of it. So I've been taking a lot of the shit out of it, and I've been donating a lot of the furniture, as well as just giving a lot of things to friends who might want the items. And I'm just kind of just redoing all of it, which is why it's so empty right now, because I'm in the process of it. I've been doing it for a month and a half now. And it's also why the audio in the last few videos...
When it comes to moving stuff, you might be like, why doesn't he just move it all at once? Just make it happen. With the content, it is so annoying to move stuff. You move your background, you're like, but I need to record tomorrow, or I need to get all these videos recorded. I don't really want my background to be different. Now, in his case, it seems like he doesn't care. He's just moving stuff. So it's just really annoying. You always got to maneuver around this. It kind of messes up your schedule. It's just a major, major pain. So I see why it's taken so long. Sometimes whenever I'm trying to update, you guys remember my background. The last time I was wearing this jacket back in the day, I haven't put this thing on forever. I used to have a blank background. There was nothing back here. Now we got all kinds of stuff. We added this over here, which side? This right here first. That was up in the corner. Then we added this thing, the petite moth. Then we added this thing. It's a process.
As I said the last time I did a room tour a couple years ago, I just wanted this room to be a museum for all the shit that's special to me. So I've been working with some friends to help bring that vision to life in a better way than I had it previous. I'll show you a couple of alterations I've made that are pretty close to done. I got a brand new display case for...
Okay, here we go. Here's what we came for. We got some trading cards. Very cool. All right, let's see what we can see. I don't know if he's going to give us a better view, but from what I can tell right here, so we've got, that looks like a DDS Blue Eyes. He does not believe in graded cards, except there are 2 graded cards. Come on, Charlie. What's up with that? He's got 2 graded cards. They are BGS, so I mean, we got a PSA right there. What card is that? That looks like Bandai. So this is Magic Formula. That's the glass secret rare first edition Gladiator's Assault. Extremely rare secret rare. I've actually never owned this card because it's really, really hard to pull. And for whatever reason, a book that gives like Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl like 700 attack is really expensive. It's kind of weird. I don't know what that is. That looks like another Bandai card. He's got some Bandai options. That might be the Gate Guardian from Bandai, which are really, really rare and old cards. And maybe he got them graded, like he bought them graded and just left them in the slab. Then he's got some Ghost Rare stuff, which looks like this is the Rainbow Dragon. I remember at one point, a long time ago, he once called this a $50,000 card. I don't remember what the situation was. It was like maybe it was listed at $50K on TCGPlayer. And then everybody's like, oh, it's $50,000. It wasn't actually that expensive, but it is a very, very expensive card. Here's the fusion version of that card. I'm hoping it gives us a little bit closer look. Some of these booster boxes down here are pretty cool. Got some good stuff. So I'm hoping we'll get a little closer look, but this is a really cool setup. Here's the Pokemon stuff. Not going to go too far into that because we don't really do Pokemon around here, but Pokemon is like blowing up right now. It's super crazy. So I'm sure a lot of this stuff's great. Like the Shining Charizard is amazing. He's got his Magic stuff over there, which if you guys haven't seen, he once opened an Alpha Starter Deck. I'll pop that up on the screen. Go watch that video. Pretty insane. Alpha Starter Deck's the first ever Magic product from 1993. So over 30 years old at this point. Let's see if we get a little better view.
For some of my cards, I'm sure all of you know that I used to have a problem, but I am a recovering shiny card.
Why are you recovering? Don't do it.
This card display case has my nuts in it, honestly. These are some of my most precious treasures when it comes to
Time out. What is this? Is this like a first place or this is like a trophy or something? Okay, that's pretty cool. And then he's got the Dark Magician statue. This is, oh, I didn't even notice back here. He's got the whole, oh my gosh, this is sweet.
Assuming, because card games have always been pretty special to me, and these are my favorites. One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, and Pokemon. So I have some of my favorite boxes for Magic, some of the hardest ones to
Okay, here we go. Here's a good look. Let's see what I know. I'm a Magic noob. You guys know I've been me and Wizards. We've been through a little bit one time. I mean, that might have happened. Actually, wait. What am I talking about? That never happened. Yeah. So it's been a couple years, but let's see if I know any of this stuff. So this one looks like that might be a revised box. I have opened a revised starter deck, which, by the way, if we move my shoulder, there is one right there. I do appreciate the cool old school stuff. I got a Magic. Whatever that terrible box is, it's like Fallen Empires or something. It was really cheap, so I bought it, and it looks amazing. Magic boxes, old school, look really, really good. Do I know any of these other ones? That one might be Legends, maybe? I don't know. I'm definitely a noob, but these are really old school when they have these like 36-pack boxes. I think this is 36, could be 60. I think some of them get up to 60. Really classic stuff. All these are really expensive, so really cool, like 12 boxes there.
find like all the portal boxes, even a Legends box, Revive.
Legends! I'm good! TCG expert, really Yu-Gi-Oh! Though.
And then all of the first 9 One Piece card game boxes.
Okay, he's got the One Piece stuff. I didn't mention that earlier, but One Piece has been blowing out. People are big fans of the trading card game. And they actually have some really good looking cards, so very cool.
As well as my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Boxes.
Okay, these are his favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Boxes, which... Good choice. We have Metal Raiders right there. I think this is the 25th anniversary box. Interesting that he doesn't have an old school one because Yu-Gi-Oh! Compared to all the Magic and the Pokemon stuff, he doesn't have any Pokemon boxes, so maybe that's why. Not that expensive. When it comes to like a first edition Metal Raiders, 2,500 to 3K nowadays, which you might be sitting here like, did you just say that's not expensive? Trading cards for $3,000. In terms of vintage trading cards, it's pretty cheap. And at one point, this was a $10,000 box. So it's come way down. He does not have those at the moment. He does have Toon Chaos, which I think is a cool set in theory, but it's a collector's set, so it has that drawback. Phantom Rage is a weird one. That is a favorite. I don't understand why that's a favorite. Maybe like Zeus? I don't know. That would be interesting to hear why that's one of his favorites. Shining Darkness is cool. I like that. Legend of Blue Eyes, of course. Eternity Code. I wonder, he did open like 70 boxes of that. I wonder if he actually did some, like you played with some of the cards or if it was just a good memory opening all those cases. And then of course the, the 10K Dragon box, that's a good choice. So interesting variety he has here. So he has 2 from like 2002. Then he has 1 from 2010, I believe. It's like 2018, 2017, 19, something like that. Then he's got 2020, 2021, 2020 or 21, and then somewhere in the same area. So a lot of COVID boxes as well.
Then I've got some big ticket singles that would make your grandma flash her just to hold them for a few seconds. I got all of the manga rares for One Piece as well as every first edition Pokemon card back when they were still with Wizards of the Coast, and all of the Gold Star Pokemon cards because I think they crushed it with Gold Star, which was post Wizards. So I have all of those.
All the Gold Stars. I'm not a I used to be really into Pokemon. I still do Pokemon gameplay and stuff. I don't really do the trading cards as much just because it got so expensive during COVID. It was really hard to keep up with. The Gold Star stuff is really cool. I mean, they're classics. I do remember being into those, but even at the time before it blew up, I was like, these are too expensive. I can't get this. But classic, beautiful cards. The shining cards are really awesome, like the Tyranitar and stuff.
As well as all of the cards that I actually opened on stream for Pokemon. So you can see that those sets that are sitting in those first ed boxes, I actually opened those on stream.
Wow.
And then above that, I have some of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Ghost Rares.
He pulled all those cards. That reminds me of COVID when all the big streamers, just like not Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Streamers, just like random people, not random actually, super popular people that didn't do trading cards were really into Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Openings. So we opened some good boxes because that right there is like, I think that's a Blaine's Charizard, Sabrina's Gengar. We've got Dark Charizard, a Vaporeon from Jungle. I mean, that's some banger boxes right there.
And Starlight Rares and my Dual Knights Trophy, which was a tournament for Team Samurai that I ended up winning. And then some
Dual Knights Trophy, yeah. Where's my invite, Team Samurai? Do they even do Dual Knights anymore? I never got invited. What's up with that? What's up with that, Sam? Is it because I knew I would win? That must have been why.
The Alpha Magic cards that I opened from the Alpha Starter deck we did a video on about 5 months ago with Pay Money Wubby. Above the display case, we...
Okay, now we're talking. Okay, these are insane. These are insane. Look at this. It looks like these are mostly English with a couple Japanese cards at the bottom. Wait, maybe not. I thought these were Japanese, but it's really hard to tell because they're not zoomed in. But we got Chaos Emperor Dragon, Trihorn, Dark Magician Girl, Lava Gold. Is this all the secret rares? No, this isn't all the secret rares, but this is a lot of secret rares. So these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 secret rares right here from the original sets, which is pretty cool. We once pulled Dark Rolades with Moist Critical. It was our only good pull. It was brutal. We got completely screwed on those packs, but we did pull one ultra rare. Not that great of a card, but
we have these sacred items, which are more precious and more beautiful than the Mona Lisa.
Interesting how he's designed the Exodia here. Normally people would put the arms right here and the legs here and then something in the middle, but he has the arms down here. So he's got like big shoulders, you know? He's like, Exodia! Obliterate! You know?
Lisa, they're custom frames for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Frame is all first ed cards from the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets. It's not every Ultra and Secret Rare from these sets, it's just the best ones from them, so...
Okay. You just said the best ones. Who just got snubbed in that sentence? So let's check out the secret rares. Who got snubbed? So we have LOB, no Guy the Dragon Champion. No Thousand Dragon in Metal Raiders. MRL, we didn't get Serpent Knight. Pharaoh's Servant, we didn't get Imperial Order. Who cares? LOD, both of them are in here. Okay, so LOD, he's a big fan of those. No Gemini Elf and no Magic Cylinder. So Labyrinth the Nightmare completely snubbed out of the top. Unless it's lower. These are ultras. Yeah, I think that's it. I think the secrets are all at the top. So nothing out of Labyrinth the Nightmare. Pharaonic Guardian did get Lava Golem, but no Ring of Destruction. Ooh, interesting. So he went with the retail secret over the hobby secret. Magician's Force, no Diffusion Wave Motion. No shocker there. We go to Dark Crisis. Doesn't have, ooh, interesting. No Vampire Lord. That's a good one. Vampire Lord. IOC, no Invader of Darkness. That's fine. And then Ancient Sanctuary. What? Oh, he does have he has Ancient Sanctuary. He has the End of Anubis in here. What in the world? This is like when you do fast food rankings and somebody has like Burger King over Chick-fil-A or something and everybody loses their mind. That's what this feels like right now. End of Anubis made it over all those good ones I just mentioned. I mean, Thousand Dragon, Gaia the Dragon Champion, Gemini Elf, Magic Cylinder. Wow. Okay. Interesting choices there. Ultra rares. I don't know if there's anything really big snub because he has Dark Magician and he has Exodia and he has Red Eyes. Summon Skull. Wait, Beast Skull Dragon? Okay, he's got Beast Skull down here. Thousand Dragon. Oh, there's Thousand Dragon. Oh, and Gaia. They're just lower. Okay. Oh, he put them together with the fusions. I see. Okay, the snub is not looking as bad right now. No Gemini, though. Is there a Gemini anywhere? Gemini's the one that's like, they got left out of the college football playoff. You know, they're like, they're Alabama right now. They're like, are you kidding me? You let SMU in over me? That's what they're feeling right now.
Oh, you know, the first edition Blue Eyes, first edition Dark Magician, first edition 5 pieces of Exodia, all from Legend of Blue Eyes, then Metal Raiders, Pharaonic Guardians, Dark Crisis, Invasion of Chaos. You get the idea. It's just the things that make you go, yeah, I can to that. And then in its neighbor right there, that's every holo from the base set in first edition. So
yeah, the weirdest part about base set to me, these 16, is that you just can't get Machamp in it. Machamp was like a promo or something. So it's like, it's always included with the other ones, but it's like super cheap because you could get it really easily. I think they were all like first edition or something. I had Pokemon knowledge in 2019. It's all evaporating. I know the Pokemon, don't necessarily know the trading card stuff anymore. I've forgotten a lot of it, and that's what can happen if you don't do anything with Pokemon for 5 years.
So yep, first edition Charizard in there, all shadowless, of course. Now I mentioned that
all shadowless looks, FYI, all you people out there, every time, look, I might have forgotten a lot of Pokemon knowledge, but every time I post something like those top 10 videos or something, and I mention like first edition Charizard, they're like, why didn't you say it was shadowless? That's the most important fact of the shadowless Charizard. It's not. English Charizard first edition is always shadowless. If it becomes like, you know, German or something, then it can be a shadowed first edition. That's never the case with a North American English copy. Just FYI, a little trading card knowledge for you guys.
this last time I showed this frame, I found all of these years ago in rough condition, so they're not like, you know, a $300,000 Charizard just fucking plopped right there. That card I got for like $1,000, but it is
only a measly $1,000. Nothing.
Is still a shadowless first edition Charizard, but if you get closer to it, you're gonna see that more scuffed than toilet paper. But it doesn't matter to me because I think it still looks great in the frame.
Yeah, this is a really important point when it comes to like trading cards, collecting all this different stuff. If you're not like a grading person, even if you are a grading person, if you're just a collector, if you put a really like heavy play, nostalgic condition is what I would call it, which basically means back in the day when we didn't care, the nostalgia we have for that time when we were binding up all our cards, washing them in the washing machine, all the different stuff. You can't really tell when it's in sleeves or binders or frames like this. You don't really need a PSA 10 copy in there. You just need a card that represents what your memories, and you can be like, it's the first edition version. It's awesome, you know, even though it cost me $1,000 instead of 300,000, you know, it's 1/300th of the cost of a PSA 10.
And then finally next to that is just some One Piece art I saw on Amazon that I thought looked really cool, so I put it in a frame that backlights it.
Okay, so he has, just funny enough, I mean, it kind of fits in with what I just said about the nostalgia and caring about like your memories and stuff that you love. He has these crazy trading cards, all these old 2002 to 2004 cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! He has these 1999 Pokemon Gotta Catch 'em All base set first edition stuff. And then he has an Amazon artwork right next to it. He's like, I just like One Piece, man. What more can I say?
And it just really pops. I'm really into One Piece right now. I compete in the One Piece card game, and I am so deep into the show. Just to give a quick update on that, I am deep into Act 3 of Wano. I've finished One Piece, so now I'm in Onigashima Paste. It is so good. I also redid my closet.
This man's got a walk-in closet for trading cards. This looks like a card shop. Like, legitimately, somebody just walked in a card shop, and there's freaking rows of boxes, like a vintage card shop. This is not new stuff. This is amazing. All right, we got to take, look, I don't want this video to take forever, but the more newer stuff at the top, I mean, you don't want your LOB first edition box to fall, 12 feet onto the ground, not 12 feet, that'd be a really tall shelf. Maybe 6 feet onto the ground, okay? Magic boxes. Does he have every magic box? He might. I mean, I don't know how, it's been 30 years, so they probably have a lot of boxes, but look how many boxes he has. Plus the other ones we already saw. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, maybe that's 26 boxes at the top, and you do that for 4 rows, 5 rows. That's over 100 boxes. That's a lot of magic right there. This collection is insane. This collection is insane. And then really the only Yu-Gi-Oh we get to look at. Oh, thanks for cropping out the other Yu-Gi-Oh. Come on, Charlie. We got one row here of Shadow of Infinity Ultimate Rares. Is that what that is? Interesting. And then we have the Glass Secrets. I think Glass Ulties. I don't think that's an uncut sheet because it looks like they're separated by a black. I don't know if those are individually placed or if that's like a prize winnings of some kind from back in the day. I really don't know. I would guess that's just a collection of all the Gladiators, Soul, Ulties, and Secrets. And apparently maybe Ghosts at the bottom. Pretty cool.
Which was a task I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. This was filled with so much garbage. It was an actual landfill in here. But I cleaned it all out and I set it up to be like this tiny little card store almost.
What did I say? It's essentially a card store. This is sick. I'm not gonna lie. This is really cool. This is really, really cool. I would love to have a setup like this at some point. Here's the thing about setting out so many boxes. I am always nervous about like a pipe bursting or something. I don't know if there's even a pipe. There's probably a pipe in the walls in the closet, but I don't even know. Because my parents a long time ago had a pipe burst in my dad's office at home, and it just sprayed everywhere. Water covered. It was like a copier and all this different stuff and destroyed everything. And it was like in the middle of the night. So by the time anybody fixed it, you know, there was so much stuff ruined. And putting out a bunch of boxes, I am always like so paranoid about stuff like this. Even though it's not that I like protect them that much better, but the boxes out like this would make me nervous. At some point you can't protect from everything, right? So the setup is really cool. And another thing, you actually can get collectible insurance. I don't know if he has it, but it's still though monthly payments for collectible insurance kind of sucks, but very cool. And you feel a little bit better about putting your stuff out like this. So if you're a collector, maybe look into it.
It's like a pseudo card shop almost, where it has every single Magic the Gathering box.
Every single one. I knew it. I was like, that's a lot of boxes, dude. Like Yu-Gi-Oh is on another level with how many sets we have. We have like 300 something sets. Magic and Pokemon, I don't think have as many because they're just not insane. They're like, Konami is sitting there like, you know, guys, you know what we should do? How about we release 26 sets this year? Let's try. Why not? Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens if we do 26 sets. You guys think that'll work? I don't know, Mr. Konami. No, let's try it. Come on, let's just go for it.
Ever made, except for Arabian Nights. That is
except for Arabian Nights. I was gonna mention that earlier in his box. He had the purple one, and I was like, I don't think that's Arabian Nights because that box is legitimately impossible to find. I think it's like a multi-$100,000 box. Like it's like base set first edition level of hard to get. So if he had one of those, I really don't even know how many are even left. There's probably not many of those left. I'm not a Magic expert by any means, but I do know that's a really tough one to get.
Is the only box I'm missing because that just doesn't really exist. So I have one of every box in here, and
I'm pretty sure. Wait, does he have beta and stuff? I don't know. Does it? Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, those are really hard to get too. I think the beta are like a couple $100,000 or something. So I don't know if I don't know if he's counting like maybe, you know, because they're all kind of the same set. Maybe he counted like an Unlimited as all three. Because I don't even know if Alpha had a box. So Magic experts, comment down below and give me the info on that. Maybe he's talked about having that box at some point. And I haven't seen that video.
I've said this before. I don't just have these boxes to squat on them forever and just kegel them, you know, just like lay on top of these Magic treasures like I'm Smog from The Hobbit or anything. The reason I have these is because on the Skill Check channel, we actually have a series where we play every single set of Magic and do a 4-player brawl format for them. So we each open 9 packs from the boxes and we play the cards. So I have one of every box ever made for that series. So all of these will be opened and...
Dude, he's opening all of those? A man from my own heart, except he has a lot more money than me.
Every single card will be played with. And I mean played with in every sense of the word. I will simply satisfy myself with each and every card from these boxes. And it's all thanks to the Skill Check Box Brawl series. If anyone's curious, the boxes, these...
Okay, we got a little better look. He has the ultis in here. Oh, these ulti... He didn't crop them out. Come on, Raphael. Poor Raphael. He just got completely destroyed. Oh my goodness. He's like, yeah, Magic the Gathering, way cooler than Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Beasts, these are really, really expensive. These ultis, that's pretty crazy. So what this looks like Gladiators of Soul, like I thought. So there's the Necro face. Does he have the? He might not have the glass, the Magic Formula, not Necro face. The Magic Formula that we saw earlier because it's over there in his other display. And sweet setup.
Units that they're sitting in are actually shoe racks that I got from Walmart. Pretty much everything I own is from Walmart.
These legitimately fit in perfectly, though, from Walmart. It's like they were made for these boxes. Look how close they are. Then you can turn those sideways. Walmart kind of cooking right here. I'm not going to lie. I've said that way too many times. I've said I'm not going to lie. So I'm not lying at any point in the video, okay? So why am I saying that?
So I'm always trying to make the most of my Walmart items, and that just served the perfect purpose.
Look, if you're going to buy every Magic box, you got to save some money somewhere. You got to go to Walmart for the accessories. I mean, I don't even want to know how much this cost.
For these boxes. I think it just came out looking really nice. Now, I don't have it set up super well. As you can see, I still have a gun that's just sitting behind 2 Magic boxes.
Wait, where is that? Where's the gun? Oh, it's at the bottom. I did not notice that. This is back behind the bar. There is a gun back there. Okay, got a little serious here.
I moved and I didn't know where to put them, so right now I just have one of my handguns sitting there. But I guess even that kind of looks kind of hard. But that will definitely get moved to a different gun rack once I'm finished. Worth mentioning, I'm not actually done with that closet display in there. You can see some holes in the walls in the picture, and that's because I put some floating shelves up initially, but I just didn't like the way they looked. So I'm going to be redoing it, but the idea is I'm going to have some kind of shelving unit there. Haven't decided exactly what. That's going to display some of my Warhammer armies, because I've been so deep into Warhammer recently, 40k.
Bro, he's in on everything. He's in on every level of nerd. I love him, man. He's the GOAT.
And I've been collecting a lot of armies, like fully painted, pro-painted armies that people sell through eBay and all of that. And I've been collecting those because I'm going to not only...
Time out. While he's talking about Warhammer, who played Lord of the Rings miniatures back in the day? They're basically Warhammer, but Lord of the Rings. Good freaking memories from back then, dude. That was so much fun.
I learned to play the tabletop, but I also just really like the way all of it looks, so I'd like to present them. So I'm going to present some of them in there. There's also going to be some behind me, like you can see that I...
Look, I keep pausing this, but I'm thinking, if you're going to display... He might need a bigger closet. If he's going to display 40k stuff, those things are massive.
Still have my Titus that's here. He's going to be going into like a display, and I just wanted to mention that there's also going to be Warhammer in that closet too. That's going to look really cool. Those are really the only things that I have in a state that I think is presentable. Everything else is in shambles and just kind of thrown all over the place haphazardly. Except for like what's behind me where it's all kind of empty and spaced out. Like I like what I've done with the Goof Juice fridge. I think
the fridge, I shouldn't have called it out earlier.
That's going to stay there because I'm going to keep my Goof Juice in it. And I like where the claw machine is because I think that it's not only accessible, but it also kind of looks good there. If you've been to the streams, you'll know that that used to be fully functional with the stream where it would randomly choose people through the Discord to play it. They'd watch through the webcam and try and win an item. There's little labels on the stuffed animals in there that have like Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Starforge PC, and all that. And if you win an item from it, I would then send you that item. I have...
Bro, that is awesome, actually. That's really cool.
The claw machine grip strength set to random probability. Everyone knows claw machines are rigged, so I just set it to purely RNG with how often it's going to grab. And it's been down for the last like month or so that I've been doing the room redecorating. However, I'm happy to announce that I will be flipping that puppy back on shortly after making a couple more changes. We worked all the bugs out through like the month or so that we had it live, and when I turn it back on, it'll be available for anyone watching the streams to play and participate with completely for free. You don't have to be a YouTube member or something.
Can I win and maybe request one of those boxes, or maybe that Shadow Infinity sheet, maybe? Can you put that on one of the guys?
Or anything like that. This is just totally open to anyone to just play the claw machine behind me during stream and try and win some items from it. So I'm not sure when that'll be. I think it's only like 2 weeks away-ish. Kind of just depends on a couple of the things that we're changing and working on, but yeah, it will be back on pretty soon. Yeah, anyway, that's kind of the whole rundown of the room here. It's not even close to done, but it's...
Okay, so it looks like that's kind of the end. He didn't go through his whole collection like last time, but he definitely has upgraded in terms of presentation of what everything looks like. And that's honestly, when you start collecting like hardcore and I mean, look, he has every Yu-Gi-Oh card basically. He has every Magic box. The next level is making it look amazing. That is something that I haven't really gotten to. So my background look, I feel like it's okay, but I feel like a peon now, a little baby when it comes to background. So I might have to get a little creative and start upgrading, because he's got some pretty cool looking stuff that he's going to be adding into the background soon. So Moist Critical, really like your collection. I like what you're doing with it. He is an ultra TCG / just nerd stuff fanatic, and it's really awesome to see. You know, I always like to see the big YouTubers. I mean, 16.2 million. Wow. Just be big nerds. It's really awesome because, you know, that's what our whole channel is about, is things that are nerd-like. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. Go check out Moist Critical. I'm sure none of you guys have heard of him, and I'm going to just make him have 17 million now. So you should probably go subscribe. Yeah, you guys have all heard of him. So go subscribe. And if you want to see more reactions to crazy collections and stuff like that and more videos, let me know down below. Shout out to Tonefo Show, Ernesto Diana, America Doyster, Brandon Cheney, Matthew Miller, Ian Musa, Junior Barding, Robert F, and Changalang. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. See you guys next time. Peace.